Right now I'm with Evan Grant from Seeper. Evan, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you. Evan and his crew, I guess your collective, helped with the festival through doing, well, I'll let you explain it actually.
So we did the awards show and then the opening to the after party. And both the projects were utilising a new medium called projection mapping. So for the awards we designed and built a three-dimensional set, which is kind of, you know, like these crazy cubes popping out in different depths, and then we mapped them and then ran the entire award show on it. So it was actually the first projection mapped award show in the world.
And you're going to be able to see the award show and the presentation outside. It was mind-blowing. It was phenomenal. People were absolutely blown away. I know myself. I was so impressed. So impressed. Tell us a little bit about the technology, though. I mean, where does this come from? How does it all come together?
I guess it's heritage in architecture. Because, I mean, principally the way it works is we take a form, so be that a building or a stage set, and we model that in 3 dimensions. And then we actually create the content on that 3-dimensional form and then project it back out, realign it. And the goal really is to create this illusion of depth, I guess. You know, you're trying to make it look like the building's morphing, transforming, or something's coming out of it. So it's playing with people's perception and giving things a form that they wouldn't normally have.
And what about software? I mean, what are you using to do this sort of stuff? Is it something that's like, is this After Effects? Is this something you've created yourself?
It's a mixture. We do 2 different types of production, I guess. Some of the stuff we do uses Cinema 4D, After Effects, you know, your kind of standard post-production stuff. That's for the pre-rendered work. We do a lot of generative work as well, but then the whole thing all gets played back and aligned and all that kind of stuff for our own custom software. So we're part of the Open Frameworks community, which is a big open source kind of coding library for creative, you know, photographers, videographers, designers, 3D guys. So we build our own software. So for the awards, we built an entire program that ran the entire award show, from the lighting, the sound, the video, right down to the queuing system, and the same for the outdoor production.
I mean, creatively, it was stunning. I mean, it was just eye candy, complete eye candy, the whole thing. But I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, to be honest with you. I mean, just to see it. I mean, how do you come up with the ideas for these sort of things? What's your background?
My background's kind of a mixture of art and technology, really, which is why the collective sort of positions itself that way. So, you know, I started off as a kind of designer and an artist, but was always very geeky. Got into sound engineering, got into been into photography a long while. Started in film, got into digital photography a lot, then got into video, VJing, got into programming, and so I guess the best way to explain Seeper is probably. It's a convergent company. You know, it's lots and lots of different skills and different disciplines all mashed in together, and I think that's where the interesting art's coming these days.
Wicked. Well, fantastic. Thank you for joining us, Evan. I mean, it was really a pleasure. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. So we've got coming up next on ReTV.